principals, Veni principal of KV Arts and Soul, principals from neighboring schools, teachers, students, parents, and guardians. Let us start the day with a prayer. I request Roshan sir to kindly pray the prayer.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय दया कर दान विधाता हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना हमारे ध्यान में आओ प्रभु आँखों में बस जाओ अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना बहारो ज्ञान की गंगा दिलों में प्रेम का सागर हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना हमारा धर्म हो सेवा हमारा कर्म हो सेवा सदा ईमान हो सेवा सेवक जन बना देना वतन के वास्ते जीना वतन के वास्ते मरना वतन पर जा फिदा करना प्रभु हमको सिखा देना दया कर दान विद्या का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Thank you, children. Now we have a dance presentation by Paki Singh. Okay, I request Roshan sir to kindly play the video of Paki. It's a Shiv Tandav, children, and we are all acquainted with the song. Let's see Paki dance to its numbers.
जटाटवी गलज्जल प्रवाह पावितस्थले कलेवलम्ब्य लम्बितां भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकान्तमड्डमड्डमड्डमन्निनादवड्डमर्वयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिव शिवम् जटाकटाह सम्भ्रम भ्रम निलिम्ब निर्झरी विलोल वीचि वल्लरी विराजमान मूर्धनि धगद्धगद्धगज्ज्वलल्ललाट पट्ट पावके किशोर चन्द्रशेखरे रति प्रतिक्षणम् బంధురస్ఫురద్దిగంత సంతతి ప్రమోదమాన మానసే కృపా కటాక్ష ధోరణి నిరుద్ధ దుర్ధరాపది క్వచిద్దిగంబరే మనో వినోదమేతు వస్తుని జటాభుజంగ పింగళ స్ఫురత్ఫణామణి ప్రభా కదంబ కుంకుమద్రవ ప్రలిప్త దిగ్వధూముఖే మదాంద సింధుర స్ఫురత్వగుత్తరీయమే దురే మనో వినోదమద్భుతం బిభర్తు భూత భర్తరి ఓం నమః శివాయ सदाशिवं भजाम्यहं सदाशिवं भजाम्यहम् ॐ नमः शिवाय प्रफुल्लनीलपङ्कज प्रपञ्चकालिमप्रभावलम्बिकण्ठकन्दली रुचिप्रबद्धकन्धरं स्मरच्छिदं पुरच्छिदं भवच्छिदं मखच्छिदं गजच्छिदान्धकच्छिदं तमन्तकच्छिदं भजे अखर्व सर्वमङ्गलाकलाकदम्ब मञ्जरी रसप्रवाह माधुरी विजृम्भणा मधुव्रतं स्मरान्तकं पुरान्तकं भवान्तकं मखान्तकं गजान्तकान्धकान्तकं तमन्तकान्तकं भजे नित्यमेव मुक्तमुत्तमोत्तमं स्तवं पठन् स्मरन् ब्रुवन्नरो विशुद्धिमेति सन्ततं हरे गुरौ सुभक्तिमाशु याति नान्यथा गतिं विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य विमोहनं हि देहिनां सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनम्
Thank you, Paki. It was a beautiful presentation. As always, Paki is so interested in dancing and she does it so well with a beautiful gesture on her face. Thank you, Paki, once again. So children, today we have Nidhi Madam from KB Asansol. Madam is going to show us a presentation on audio and visual aids. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Sir, eminent guests, my seniors, colleagues, parents, and above all, my beloved students. Firstly, I would like to thank our Principal Sir for giving me this opportunity to present a session on audiovisual aids before you all. Before we begin, it is imperative that we know certain things. The term aid literally means help. The process of teaching learning is complex one, and students can easily get distracted if not engaged well. Apart from the various activities that are performed with teaching, there are some tools which are also used to make the process more efficient. And today, we are going to learn about one such set of tools that is labeled as audiovisual aids. So I will now be presenting my screen. Ma'am, kindly let me know.
Yes, madam.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, madam, it's visible.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll be putting a slideshow. Ma'am, is it changing?
Not yet.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Maybe there's some issue with slideshow. I'll just do it once more.
Children, don't send all these emojis. Be patient.
Ma'am, I'll just do it like this. I think now you can see my screen, ma'am.
That is not yet, madam. It's only the
Yes.
one that you've joined with.
Yeah. This. Can you see something, ma'am? Now, like, has it changed?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Just hold on. I'll try resharing my screen. So, students, as we already know, audiovisual aids is something that we all make use of while in our classrooms. Anyone who remembers who has been part of all this? Srijit Chatterjee is present. Yeah, there is some sort of problem, it seems. Yeah. Now maybe. Ma'am, is it visible now?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. It's
Yes,
coming.
Okay.
visible.
Thank you
Carry
so
on.
much, sir. Thank you for your patience, dear students. So, as you can see on my screen, today we are going to have a small session on audio-visual aids. So, before we begin, I have a small proverb for you all. The best way to people's heart is through their stomach, but the best way to their brain is through their eyes and ears. So, this means that obviously, when we see something and we hear it, we are able to retain it with us for a longer period of time. And obviously, we understand it in a better way. So, to begin the session, this is the definition of audio aids, and I would like you all to pay attention. The aids that involve the sense of hearing are called audio aids. It includes any instructional device that can be heard but not seen. As you all can see, here there's a picture of a tape recorder. Now, obviously, as we know, we can hear out of it, but we cannot see. Right now, at the beginning of the session, Roshan sir played the school prayer for us. Now, that is an example of an audio as well as a visual aid, because there you were also able to see the lyrics of our prayer as well as hear it. So if we remove the screen and if we just keep the sound, it means that that would be a perfect example of audio aids, because you will be only be able to hear but not see anything. Now, visual aids, as the name suggests, it includes the instructional devices that can only be seen but not heard. So here there are some examples like charts, graphs, models, which we generally make use of in our teaching learning method. Like we always use a lot of flashcards, a lot of diagrams, some models available in the classroom, be it a diagram of a tongue in the case of EVS, or a poem, or a picture, or a beautiful picture that signifies something related to a particular lesson. So we all have done this, flashcards and models. These are some examples of the visual aids. Now, but when we come to the term together as audio visual aids, a combination of these two aids is termed as audio visual aids, which makes the teaching learning process enjoyable and efficient. As we can see, Burton defines audiovisual aids as those sensory objects or images which initiate or stimulate and reinforce learning. The literal meaning of audio is hearing, and visual means that what is seen by eyes. So, the best example of audiovisual aid combined together would be the prayer that Roshan sir just played for us at the beginning of the session. Other examples that you all enjoy in your day-to-day life is television, LCD projector, this computer, the laptop with the help of which I am presenting my presentation. This is also one of the best examples of audio-visual aids. Now, moving on, when we are in the process of making the audio-visual aids, there are certain principles that we must take care of. Otherwise, the efficiency of the aids made might get lost, or the entire message, the idea with which we are creating these aids may not be understood by you all. So there are certain principles like the principle of selection. Number one, it says, as the name suggests itself, selection. So it is very important to be very appropriate for teachers as well. It is very important that we are very appropriate with the kind of aids that we are using, considering a particular age level, the grade, and the characteristics of the learners. They should suit the age, grade, and other characteristics of the learner. It should be interesting and motivating. They should be true representatives of the real thing. The audiovisual aids should in no means distract the children from the reality. Our idea should be to give them the best real experience possible in the classroom in association with the outside world, not to take them apart from our real world. Next principle is the principle of preparation. As far as possible, locally available materials should be used. The teachers should receive some training in the preparation of the aids. The teachers themselves should prepare some of the aids, while students may also be associated in the preparation of aids. Now, these audiovisual aids, which help in making the entire process of teaching learning so enjoyable and so interesting, as well as very efficient, these aids must be made with the utmost attention and a proper process of preparation, which varies from aid to aid. Now, the principle of handling says that the arrangement of keeping the aids safely and also to facilitate their lending to the teachers for use. It should not be that if one teacher is preparing a aid, it should be restricted to that teacher. Rather, if we share it and it reaches as many classrooms as it can, it is going to enlighten the lives of so many students. So this is what we should always focus on. Moving ahead, the principles of presentation. It says that the teachers should carefully visualize the use of teaching aids before their actual presentation. They should be fully familiar with the use and manipulation of aids. The aids should be displayed properly so that all the students are able to see it, observe it, and derive maximum benefit out of it. Obviously, like just now, before I started this session, there was some technical glitch due to which the slide change was not visible on the other hand. So the students, you also got a bit restless that, oh, okay, I'm not able to see anything. Maybe it's not going the right direction. So this is where we all need to be patient, and this is where the principle of presentation comes up. Before the session begins, you must always make a quick check of how my PPT or my slideshow will be, how am I supposed to perform it, and teachers should always make a quick presentation and check it beforehand that how are they going to use their aid. Now, just mere preparation and selection and handling of the aids is not enough. It is important that we get the required response from you all, from our students. And hence, it is a teacher's responsibility to guide the students to respond actively to the audiovisual stimuli. It should not be that students get lost in this session. In fact, they should be actively participating in this session and give their inputs as well whenever we are using some sort of audiovisual aids. Next comes evaluation, which obviously is the main principle when it comes to any aids. Mere presentation of the aids, like I said, is not enough. Continuous evaluation must be made a part of the process, because with the help of evaluation, even we as teachers will be able to understand that how successful was I as a teacher in the process of making my aids. So if we include the principle of evaluation, rest of all the principles that we just learned about and we discussed is going to be automatically ticked off, that yes, the presentation was good and the handling was good and all the basic care was taken, hence I am getting the required evaluation report, and which is up to the mark of the students. These are certain principles which we must take care of when we are considering audiovisual aids. Now, obviously, audiovisual aids is one of the best tools in the process of teaching learning. It has its own pros and cons. Well, to begin with, there are certain advantages that I would like to discuss with you all. As you all can see on my screen, it is the first one says capture students' attention. Obviously, right now, as the session is going on, the students are quiet, all eyes are straight fixed to their screen. This is the best example of capturing students' attention. As the slide reads, audiovisual aids such as videos, interactive presentations, and multimedia resources have the power to captivate students' attention and keep them engaged in the learning material. The dynamic nature of audiovisual aids makes the classroom experience more interesting and stimulating for the students. And the more stimulating it is, the and more engaging it is, the better it is for the students. It also motivates the students to learn. The audiovisual aids can ignite students' enthusiasm for learning by presenting information visually appealing and interactive. This increased motivation leads to greater participation and a higher level of knowledge retention. Obviously, audiovisual aids, I cannot emphasize on this fact more, that it surely helps in the retention of a student's knowledge. It makes the information more concrete and memorable with the help of demonstrations, real life, real world examples. All these things enhance the understanding and they make it more memorable for the students. They are always going to remember it that, oh, today I had such a class where ma'am showed us some videos, or she showed us a short movie, or sir was doing this PowerPoint presentation where we all were participating actively. This is something that the students will always remember. It avoids dullness. Dullness is the can be regarded as one of the problems of any classroom, because sometimes what happens is that the process becomes so monotonous that children tend to get easily bored. So it provides continuity of thoughts in teaching and relieves from boredom by breaking the monotony. It makes the classroom more active, lively, and participatory. And as we all know, our focus, according to today's education, the latest education policy should be to on the constructivist approach of learning and to make more and more number of students participate in the class. So there cannot be any better option than audiovisual aids to start with. Based on maxims of teaching, it is certainly based upon certain maxims of teaching which says that the audiovisual aids transform abstract information into concrete and tangible forms, and then students can see and hear real world examples, demonstrations, and stimulations which enhance their understanding and make the information more memorable. Lastly, it helps it differentiate instruction to meet the need of all learners. Now we know different students have different requirements. They have different requirements to be met, and with every student is unique, they have their own preferences, and audiovisual aids can be customized and adapted to cater to diverse learning styles, abilities, and interests. In a classroom where we are talking about the where we are talking about inclusive education, we know children from different backgrounds are coming and they're trying to study together. They have their own plus and their minus. So with the help of audiovisual aids, we can easily make it a more catering approach towards these students and make it easy for them to understand. Well, that was one side of the coin. And when we flip it to the other, there are certain disadvantages of audiovisual aids, which though are very few, because it is a tough task to point out audiovisual aids. But the very handful say, firstly, there can be some technical problems, just as we experienced in the beginning of the session. There can be a network glitch, or there could possibly a power cut while a teacher is presenting in the classroom. The students might get distracted. Student distraction means that student can easily get distracted. They might possibly get so much lost in that entire PPT or the video that they do not know from where the all this started, and they can just get lost in the process. Yes, not to mention it involves expense. It is a costly thing, and hence I said in the principles that it should be made locally available things. We should focus upon making it more handy and making it more economical, so that we, even as teachers, do not refrain from using it. Yes, it involves a lot of time, and sometimes in a classroom it is not possible to get so much of time. We have, as teachers, we have a very restricted 40 minutes tight schedule. We are supposed to complete everything and make sure that this, and with the recapitulation of the lesson. So time plays an important factor, but once if we consider all these disadvantages, they are not proper disadvantages, but rather something that just needs more skill and practice, and with time we can overcome these small five hurdles which of the audiovisual aids, and then it will be a smooth process and obviously very interesting for all the students. To conclude, on the basis of my study, these are the 6 R's of audiovisual aid. After considering the pros and the cons and all the principles, to make the best impact with the audiovisual aids, we should always consider that we are using the right aid, the right aid for the right student, for the right type of student. We are using it in the right place. Even when it comes to projection, we should make sure that the wall color is proper. If you are projecting on a board, we should make sure that the board is white. It should be done in the right place, in the right way. As teachers, we need to be very well equipped with the projectors or any audiovisual aid, together or separately, whatever we are using. As teachers, it becomes our responsibility to be very handy with it, so that we can, if any problem arises whatsoever, we can handle it in our own way. To ensure that the aids are used in the right time while we are teaching, it should not be that we, just for the sake of using the aids, we are using it somewhere, anywhere in the lesson, be it beginning or the end. No, we must make sure
Good morning,
that we
ma'am.
are using it.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear all. Please mute your mic. Thank you. We should also make sure the fifth R is with the right set of people, and the sixth R is
Good
right
morning, ma'am.
message. The right message. So we should always make sure that the message that goes out into the classroom, who are the future of this nation, it should be right. It should be ethical. It should bring them more close to their nation. It should bring them more close to the fundamental duties. It should make them more empathetic towards the society. So these are certain things that we should always take care of. That's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Nidhi ma'am. It was a wonderful session, very informative, and you have done an extensive work. You told us so many things about audiovisual aids and how it can be used for children, how they can enjoy it. Thank you once again for the exhaustive session that you have undertaken. So much
Thank you
pains.
so much, ma'am.
Thank you once again, Nidhi. Now, children, that time has come. We'll have the film show. Swati, how are you? Hello, Swati, how are you? Children will have the film. Okay, okay, beta. So nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. Will you say a poem or sing a song? You want to do something?
Ma'am, which song?
As you wish. Let's go for the film show, and after that, you can perform anything if you want to. Okay.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
Swati?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm Shishgal.
स्कूल कब खुलेगा
Yes. Pari?
स्कूल कब खुलेगा
स्कूल सैटरडे को खुलेगा. नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है घर में.
नहीं
Okay, Saturday खुलेगा बेटा. Okay, can I
Husband कौन-
request Roshan sir to play the
Husband
three
कौन-
movies? Yes, beta.
Ma'am, I'm Shishgal from KVCRJ. Can I sing
Yes.
Can I
Ma'am,
sing a
husband-
poem?
Okay, you can. After the movies, huh? Let us see the film shows and then we
Okay,
can
ma'am.
perform. Okay. अभी माइक्रोफोन
Ma'am,
म्यूट कर लीजिए. रोशन सर मूवीज चला दीजिए प्लीज.
कौन सा कलर का पेन है
क्या पढ़ी?
हस्बैंड कौन सा कलर का पेन है मैम स्कूल कब खुलेगा
Saturday 17th. Okay.
मैम कौन सा कलर का यूज करेंगे
कौन कलर?
Red. No.
मैम एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
Excuse.
मैम मैं बोल रही थी कि स्कूल सैटरडे को खुलेगा तो हम लोग को मंडे को जाना है 19 तारीख को ना
17th को ही आई है.
ओके मैम तो सैटरडे स्कूल होगा
एकदम होगा.
ओके मैम
ओके. रोशन सर मूवी चला दीजिए प्लीज.
मैम
यस.
मैम बच्चों को हेयर बैंड किस कलर का लगाना है
It's such a fun ride.
हेयर बैंड तो रेड होता है मैडम.
With wings of literacy and numeracy, we can fly far and high. No mountain is too big, no ocean too wide.
रेड कलर का
We
लगाना
learn to
है
play and play to learn.
मैम
Imagine
एक बार बोल लीजिए
big
ना
challenges. Yes, we are getting smarter and more careful.
कौन से हेयर बैंड
So much is being done to give us a strong foundation, like
बच्चों में सामान्य लेख को पढ़ने और समझने की क्षमता का विकास ये बहुत आवश्यक होता है. बच्चा आगे जाकर रीड टू लर्न करे, इसके लिए जरूरी है कि शुरुआत में वो लर्न टू रीड करना सीखे. लर्न टू रीड से रीड टू लर्न की ये विकास यात्रा फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमरसी के माध्यम से पूरी की जाएगी.
the launch of National Education Policy 2020 for our all-round development. It covers logical thinking, problem solving, alphabets and numbers, play, discover, learn, self-identity, and the spirit of teamwork. Next is National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage for Holistic Development. Then we have Nipun Bharat and Vidya Pravesh. When my parents learned about all these initiatives, they were pleasantly surprised and amazed to see our new ways of learning using technology. Even the teachers are given special training so they can make us learn better. After all, it is about foundational literacy and numeracy, a way to prepare us for a better tomorrow, a better world. G20 Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. One earth, one family, one future.
Roshan sir, there were 3 movies. Have we played all 3?
Education and learning begins from birth and early childhood. Children naturally absorb knowledge through their real-life experiences. They learn best through play and in a joyful environment. The foundation
मैम शनिवार को कितना बजे जाना है?
मैम साउंड नहीं आ रहा।
हाँ बेटा, देखते हैं, सर देख रहे हैं। आपने फर्स्ट मूवी देख लिया ना? अभी आप चैट बॉक्स में
मैम
लिखिए
साउंड
क्या
नहीं
क्या
आ
आपने
रहा।
सीखा। आ जाएगा। अभी आप देखिए चैट बॉक्स में क्या क्या आपने देखा, क्या सीखा, लिखिए तो चैट बॉक्स में। माइक्रोफोन में बोलना नहीं है, चैट बॉक्स में लिखिए तो आपने क्या सीखा, क्या जाना फर्स्ट मूवी से।
मैम साउंड नहीं आ रहा। मैम साउंड नहीं आ रहा।
हाँ बेटा, सर देख रहे हैं, सर देख रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखिए।
teachers across India. They are being trained on
এখন 10 হাতের শক্তিওয়ালা সার্ফ এক্সেল ইজি ওয়াশের প্যাকের দামও পড়লো এখন মাত্র 65 টাকায়।
का विकास ये बहुत आवश्यक होता है।
Under his leadership, the Ministry of Education has been driving the goal of foundational literacy and numeracy as a national mission. Nipun Bharat, as this mission is called, aims to enable every child to achieve basic reading with understanding and numeracy by grade 3. For which learning goals have been identified for preschool class to grade 3 in the form of Lakshyas. Nishtha 3.0 program for Nipun Bharat ensures the training of over 25 lakh pre-primary and primary teachers across India. They are being trained on how to make education fun with play for effective and hands-on learning of children. Vidya Pravesh, a 3-month play-based school preparation program, prepares children for formal learning at schools in Class 1. Early education ascertains overall development of a child, be it cognitive, intellectual, speech and language, or social and emotional. Today's children are tomorrow's adults, with potential to pave powerful path for their nation's progress. That is how India is shaping up a strong foundation for a stronger future. Education begins early in childhood, as children are natural absorbers of knowledge who derive information from their real-life experiences. They learn through play and through all their five senses. The foundational years of a child can become meaningful with a prepared environment, especially when schooling begins. The reason why? In India's National Education Policy 2020, the focus on foundational learning has been emphasized, which is aligned with the vision of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi.
राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति के तहत फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमरेसी के विकास को एक राष्ट्रीय मिशन के रूप में लिया जाएगा। प्रारंभिक भाषा का ज्ञान, संख्या का ज्ञान, बच्चों में सामान्य लेख को पढ़ने और समझने की क्षमता का विकास ये बहुत आवश्यक होता है।
Under his leadership, the Ministry of Education is driving the goal of foundational literacy and numeracy as a national mission to be achieved by 2025. Nipun Bharat, as this mission is called, aims to decrease the learning poverty in the country. By helping children acquire foundational learning, that is, basic ability to read and do maths by the end of class 3, for which learning goals and holistic progress card parameters have been defined for the age group 3 to 4 and up to grade 3. Along with that, programs like Samagra Shiksha 2.0 has been implemented in the schools across India. The program seeks to include vocational, curricula and sports activities in preschool to senior secondary education. Play is the work of children, as said by Jean Piaget. And teachers play a prominent role in their early education experiences. Hence, Nishtha 3.0 program for Nipun Bharat ensures the training of over 25 lakh pre-primary and primary teachers at all levels across India. They are being trained on how to make education fun with play for children's practical understanding. This is in addition to Vidya Pravesh, a 3-month school preparation module developed by NCERT, which educates teachers on preparing children for school, ensuring that they get a warm and welcoming environment when they enter grade 1. Early education ascertains overall development of a child, be it cognitive, intellectual, speech and language, or social and emotional. Today's children are tomorrow's talents, with potential to pave powerful paths for our nation's phenomenal progress. That is how India is shaping up a strong foundation for a stronger future.
Okay. Children, those were the 3 movies about FLN, NEP and G20, isn't it? And how it is important for us. Now, I hope you like the movies. Can anyone say, what did you see in those movies? Can anyone say?
Teamwork, playing, listening, learning.
Yes, Pakhi. Learning can be made more interactive through FLN. What else?
Learning, playing, reading.
टाइप करिए, चैट बॉक्स में टाइप करिए.
मैम
Yes.
मैम मैंने चैट कर दिया.
आपने चैट कर दिया?
Yes,
Okay, let
ma'am.
me see.
मैम रीडिंग, प्लेइंग, ड्राइंग, ये सब.
Yes. Correct. So these are. Yes, Srishti.
We also learned that studying can be made more fun and interactive by FLN.
Yes, that is true. And the initiatives that have been taken by our government, we should be able to understand its motive, its purpose, and enjoy learning in school. School is no more boring. School is no more a place where you feel confined, isn't it? It's a place we want to go back to. That's why you are asking repeatedly, ma'am, school kab khul raha hai? है ना? We want to get back to school and enjoy the days with our friends and our teachers. But remember, whatever you learn, maybe in a fun way, you must come back home and practice those. Otherwise, you will forget. है ना? So let us enjoy.
मैम
Yes.
हमें घर बैठे अच्छा नहीं लगता, स्कूल जाने से अच्छा लगता है।
करेक्ट अनन्या, घर में हम लोग को अच्छा नहीं लगता है और बहुत दिन एक लगातार स्कूल चले तो लगता है कब छुट्टी होगा, है ना? सो हमें
Yes,
छुट्टी भी
ma'am.
चाहिए और स्कूल भी चाहिए। ओके, आप बहुत अच्छे बच्चे हो, आपने 15 दिन हमारे साथ। यस
मैम सैटरडे में बैठे मुझे बहुत बोरिंग लगता है। कितने बजे आना है स्कूल?
यस बच्चों, घर में बोरिंग लगता है।
मैम
हाँ
मैम घर बैठे बैठे बहुत बोरिंग लगता है, जब स्कूल जाते रहते स्कूल जाते हैं और फ्रेंड और टीचर लोगों का बहुत याद आता है।
हमें भी तो आप लोग का बहुत याद आता है, हम लोग को नहीं अच्छा लगता घर में। अच्छा स्वाति,
स्कूल खुलेगा मैम?
17th
मैम हम लोग को स्कूल मैम स्कूल कब आना है? वहाँ पे हम लोग
17th को बेटा, 17th। स्वाति गाना गाओगी बेटा
मुझे
या पोएम बोलोगी कोई? स्वाति अगर स्वाति, बाकी लोग माइक्रोफोन म्यूट कर लीजिए, स्वाति क्या बोल रही है सुन ले।
मैम which song or which poem?
Whatever you wish, whatever you remember, you wish to sing, आप गा सकते हो।
Yes ma'am, but what?
You haven't thought, no problem स्वाति। ठीक है बेटा, फिर हमें बहुत अच्छा समय बिताया आपके साथ 15 दिन तक और आपने इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म किया, इतने अच्छे बच्चे हो, आप लोग वर्कशॉप में भी आए टीचर्स के साथ, आपके टीचर्स भी बहुत अच्छे हैं, बहुत कोऑपरेटिव है और सभी टीचर्स का, पेरेंट्स का, गार्जियंस का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपने इतना साथ दिया, छुट्टियों में भी बच्चों को तैयार कराया। आई थैंक एवरीवन, I'm not missing out anyone. I mean everyone here for being kind enough to join the sessions and making the program a grand success. With this, we would like to come to the end of the 15-day long orientation program. And एक मिनट बेटा, और Mandal sir, lovely madam,
Yes,
do we
madam.
have anything more to inform?
Ma'am,
Yes.
आज हम पोएम
अजी-
सुना।
पोएम सुनाओगे
Ma'am,
रचना? अच्छा एक मिनट
Ajit
रुको
sir is to
बेटा।
present from CMERI Durgapur. Ajit sir.
हाँ
Ajit
हाँ हाँ,
sir.
right
Ajit sir.
right. Ajit sir is there to present from CMEI Durgapur. Sir, you're most welcome. Ajit sir,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ajit sir from CMRI is going to give his presentation, children. We haven't yet winded up. We are very happy to have sir with us. Sir, kindly take up the session now.
थैंक यू मैम। आदरणीय प्राचार्य महोदय, विभिन्न विद्यालयों के सम्मानित शिक्षकगण और मंच पर उपस्थित शिक्षार्थी, आप सभी को सुप्रभात। निपुण भारत के तहत
सुप्रभात सर।
G20 और G20 के बारे में 15 दिन से बताया जा रहा है, इसके बारे में बताने की जरूरत नहीं है। निपुण भारत के तहत तीसरी कक्षा तक के बच्चों को पढ़ने लिखने और अंकगणित को सीखने की क्षमता विकास करने के लिए हमारे विद्यालय की तरफ से भी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाया जा रहा है। इसके संबंध में मैं पीपीटी प्रेजेंट करना चाहूंगा। सबसे पहले फाउंडेशनल न्यूमरेसी के तहत हमने ये एक्टिविटीज कराया था पिछले साल क्लास 3 के बच्चों के लिए। ये जंप और स्टेप मेथड के था, जंप और स्टेप मेथड था हमारा। इसमें हमने ये एक्टिविटीज कराया था। ये देखा जाए सर। सेकंड है आपका ये बच्चों को 3D शेप सिखाने के लिए हम हमारे विद्यालय में मैथमेटिकल गार्डन है, उसमें बच्चों को ले जाया गया है। बच्चों को प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञान दिया जा रहा है इसमें। नेक्स्ट है, हम फन डे के दिन अपने विद्यालय में ये सब एक्टिविटीज कराते हैं। फन विथ मैथ के तहत बच्चों को बुलाया जाता है बोर्ड पे और हम लोग ये एक्टिविटीज कराते हैं। इसके बाद है जॉयफुल लर्निंग के तहत रोल प्ले। बच्चों को हमने क्लास में ये एक्टिविटीज कराया था। ये सब्जी बेचना और खरीदना, बच्चों को इसके माध्यम से हमने ये टॉपिक है हमारा आवर हेल्पर। इस टॉपिक के अंतर्गत हम लोग रोल प्ले कराए थे बच्चों से। आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग के तहत हमने ये एक्टिविटीज कराया था। ये फोनिक के तहत हमने ये कराया था एक्टिविटीज। सलाद मेकिंग, हमने केस स्टडी भी किया था। एक हमारे क्लास का बच्चा शेख रेहान जो बोल तो पाता था लेकिन वो क्लियरली जो है ना अल्फाबेट पढ़ नहीं पाता था, वो लिख नहीं पाता था। उसका हमने हमारे शिक्षक साथी द्वारा केस स्टडी किया गया था और उसको कुछ निर्देश दिए गए थे उसमें। रानू मैम हो गया?
ओके सर। सर अजीत सर, इतना अच्छा लगा, आपका इतना सारा एक्टिविटीज आपने कराया है, दैट वाज रियली माइंड ब्लोइंग। एंड सबसे अच्छा लगा आपका ये मैथमेटिकल गार्डन। ये क्या सर आपके स्कूल में बनाया गया है?
बिल्कुल मैम, हमारे स्कूल में है मैथमेटिकल गार्डन।
अच्छा सर, ये क्या मटेरियल से बना है?
सर मैम, ये अभी तो मैं नया हूँ विश्वविद्यालय के लिए, मुझे पता नहीं है।
अच्छा, पहले से बना हुआ है।
हमारे स्कूल में आर्ट टीचर है, वही बनाते हैं।
ओके 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 सर। क्या सर एक बार फिर से आप वो स्लाइड दिखा पाएंगे?
बिल्कुल मैम।
बहुत सुंदर वो मैथमेटिकल गार्डन, आपने बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज कराया है सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा हम लोग को देख के। बच्चों देखो मैथमेटिकल गार्डन।
मुझे पता है, वो ना कागज से, फिर पेपर में डुबा के, फिर बस्ता से, फिर मटेरियल से, कार्डबोर्ड से, पीसेस से बनता है काट का।
देखिए वेरियस शेप्स है, मैथमेटिकल शेप्स है।
खुले आकाश में है मैम, खुले आकाश में है, शायद भी नहीं है।
ओके ओके ओके, कितना सुंदर है सर।
मैम ये
बच्चों देखो, आप भी बना सकते हो अपने अपने स्कूल्स में, और इवन अगर गार्डन भी ना भी बना पाओ अपने क्लासरूम में भी आप एक क्रिएटिव कॉर्नर कर ही सकते हो। इट्स सो ब्यूटीफुल। यस सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
मैम ये सब कार्डबोर्ड से बनाया जाता है, कार्डबोर्ड पीसेस ऑफ लकड़ी का पीस जो होता है ना पट्टा जैसा, मतलब प्लाई बोर्ड, उसको काट के बनाया जाता है।
ओके ओके ओके,
मैं
सो नाइस।
दुर्गापुर में रहता हूँ, लेकिन
Thank you, Srijit. Thank you, Raj. Ajit sir, thank you so much for joining us and showing us your marvelous work at school. Thank you once again from the entire team. And कोई बच्चा एक पोएम सुनाना चाह रहे थे?
मैम सृष्टिधर।
हाँ, सृष्टि सुनाओगे?
यस मैम।
सुनाइए।
मैम मुझे तैयारी करना है, जाने के लिए मैं जा सकता हूँ?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, थैंक यू सर फॉर जॉइनिंग अस, थैंक यू वंस अगेन।
ओके मैम।
मैं लिख कर सकती हूँ?
हाँ रत्ना।
जब भी एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
हाँ बोलिए।
मैम सैटरडे को कब स्कूल आना है, कितना बजे?
आपका स्कूल का जो भी टाइम है, आपका स्कूल का जो टाइम है उसमें आइएगा। लवली मैम कुछ कहना है?
ओके सैटरडे तो छुट्टी रहने का बात है
मैम।
हाँ
पॉइंट सुना है?
सृष्टि, आप अगर पोएम नहीं सुनाओगे बेटा, देन वी कैन एंड द सेशन, ओके?
मैम मैं सुनाऊंगी।
बोलो, हम तो वेट कर रहे हैं आपका, बोलिए बोलिए।
Good morning to one and all present over here. Myself Shishita from class 5B. I am studying KB standard.
रचना, माइक्रोफोन म्यूट करिए।
Today I am going to sing a beautiful poem. The title of my Hindi poem is समय की कीमत। समय पर उगता सूरज प्रतिदिन, समय पर दिखता चंदा है, समय पर दिखता चंदा है, समय पर चमके तारे नभ में, समय प्रकृति का पहिया है, समय प्रकृति का पहिया है। समय न डरता तेज धूप से, ना तूफानों से डरता है, ना तूफानों से डरता है। समय न डरता बंधुकों से, समय अभिरल चलता है, समय अभिरल चलता है। आगे बढ़ो बढ़ते रहो, यही समय सिखलाता है, यही समय सिखलाता है। जो करे दुरुपयोग समय का, वो आगे पछताता है, वो आगे पछताता है। जो करे प्रयास निरंतर, प्रगति पथ पर बढ़ता है, प्रगति पथ पर बढ़ता है। समय सुचियों करता है सबको, रुक जाना भई पड़ता है, रुक जाना भई पड़ता है। जो समय निकल चुका है, फिर ना मुड़कर आएगा, फिर ना मुड़कर आएगा। जो ना समझे समय की कीमत, पछताता वो रह जाएगा, पछताता वो रह जाएगा। धन्यवाद एवं आपका दिन मंगलमय हो।
That was brilliant, Srishti, with your movements. It was beautiful. Thank you so much. So we come to the end of the 15-day long program. बहुत अच्छा बच्चों ने किया। तनुश्री कुछ बोलोगे?
यस मैम।
बोलिए तनुश्री।
मैम मेरा नाम त्रिधा गोप है।
हाँ, त्रिधा गोप, राइट राइट। Yes, what do you want to do?
एक पोएम।
Okay.
घुटनों से रेंगते रेंगते कब पैरों पे खड़ा हुआ, माँ तेरी ममता के छाँव में कब जाने बड़ा हुआ। काला टिक्का दूध मलाई, आज भी सब कुछ वैसा है। मैं हूँ हर जगह, माँ प्यार ये तेरा कैसा है। था सादा बोला वाला, मैं ही सबसे अच्छा हूँ। कितना भी हो जाओ बड़ा, माँ मैं आज भी तेरा बच्चा हूँ। धन्यवाद।
श्रीधा, आप तो जब भी पोएम बोलते हो, माँ पे बोलते हो और एकदम आंखों में आंसू आ जाता है। इतना सुंदर, इतना प्यारा पोएम्स लेके आप आते हो। वर्कशॉप के दिन भी आपने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया, हम लोग को बहुत पसंद आया था। देन लवली मैम, मंडल सर, कैन वी एंड द सेशन टुडे?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I want to say.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Pooja.
मैम ऋषभ प्रोजेक्ट मैम
मैम मैं भी एक पोएम सुनाऊंगी केंद्रीय विद्यालय के स्टूडेंट है मतलब मिस है
Yes.
बोलना है
अच्छा बोलिए बोलिए बोलिए
Good morning, everyone, respected teachers, principal, and all my dear friends. My name is MD Rayan. I study in Standard C. My school name is Kendra Vidyalaya Andal. The name of my poem is Golden Rule. Work while you work and play while you play. That is the way to be healthy and gay. All that you do with all your might. Things done by halves are never done right. One thing at a time, and that done well is a golden. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Rayan. Such a sweet boy. You performed on that workshop day also. बहुत अच्छा हुआ, Rayan. Okay.
Ma'am, I am Mr. Kaushik, ma'am.
बेटा आपको एंड करना पड़ेगा बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स हो गए आज
I want to say
बहुत सारा सुन हाँ स्वाति बेटा आप लोग एक मिनट म्यूट कर लीजिए म्यूट कर लीजिए हम स्वाति का सुनने दीजिए क्या बोल रही है यस स्वाति
may I sing a Bengali song?
Yes, most welcome Swati. Sing.
Thank you. ধনু ধান্য পুষ্পে ভরা আমাদের বসুন্ধরা তাহার মাঝে আছে দেশ এক সকল দেশের সেরা তৈরি স্বপ্ন দিয়ে তৈরি সেজে স্মৃতি দিয়ে ঘেরা এমন দৃষ্টি কথা বুঝে পাবে না গো তুমি সকল দেশের রানী সেজে আমার জন্মভূমি সেজে আমার জন্মভূমি সেজে আমার জন্মভূমি থ্যাংক ইউ হ্যাভ এ নাইস ডে
Wow. Swati, such a melodious voice you have. And this is one of our comedy songs.
recitation. Ma'am, I want to Bengali recitation.
Okay, do it.
Ma'am, bolu.
This cutie one has come.
Ma'am, bolu.
हाँ बोलिए बेटा.
Ma'am, he wants to recite a poem.
हाँ ma'am. Just after this small girl is doing, we'll allow her.
বলছি দাঁড়াও হাত চোখ start.
Let us pray to the Lord of all. He loves me, He loves you, He loves the big, He loves the small. Thank you.
Very nice. A big round of applause for this Molly. सब ताली बजाओ बच्चों बहुत अच्छा हुआ पहले सब क्लैपिंग करो तभी आगे बढ़ेंगे क्लैपिंग कर दीजिए सभी so nice so nice
Recitation.
अच्छा करिए
Ma'am, I am Mr. Rajik, ma'am.
I want to recite the poem. पंडाल के टीचर है recitation Bengali.
Do it.
Excuse me.
Recitation in Bengali. Do it.
Okay, ma'am. নমস্কার যাবেন বাপের বাড়ি কবি ভবানী প্রসাদ মজুমদার দুর্গা যাবেন বাপের বাড়ি সঙ্গে যাবে কে লক্ষ্মী সুরো গনসা কেতো কোমর বেঁধেছে ময়ূর প্যাঁচা হাঁস ও ইন্দুর ওরাও সাথে যাবে 5-6টা দিন তাগ দিনাদিন মজা করেই খাবে বললে ওরা ভাল লাগে রোজ একই জিনিস খেতে বছরে তাও চাই কটা দিন অন্য কিছু পেতে হলেও ভঙ্গ ও দেশ বঙ্গ দারুণ রঙ্গ ভরা চপ রোল ফ্রাই চাও মোগলাই সাতকে পাগল করা চিকেন মটন বিরিয়ানি হাউ ফানি হাউ লাভলি কাবাব কোরমা পোলাও
ফুচকা আলু কাবলি, বোঁদে গজা ভুজিয়া আর সর ভাজা সর ফুরিয়া, রসগোল্লা পান্তুয়ারা আছে হৃদয় জুড়িয়া, পায়েস খাবো আয়েশ করে মিহিদানা চমচম, দই দানাদার দরবেশ ও বেশ, খাবো সবাই কম কম। দুর্গা দেবী বললে পেটুক স্বভাব তোদের মন্দ, তাই এবারে আমার সাথে যাওয়া তোদের বন্ধ। শুনেই জোরে কাঁদতে থাকে ময়ূর পেঁচা হাঁস, চোখের জলে নাকের জলে সব করে হাঁসফাঁস। মা বললে যাবি যাবি থামা কান্না সুর রে, চেঁচাই সবাই থ্যাংক ইউ মম, হিপ 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 হুররে। নমস্কার।
খুব ভালো হয়েছে, দারুণ হয়েছে। তো দুর্গাপুজো এসে গেল মনে হচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, very nice children. The poem was about Durga Puja and how Durga Ma and her children.
पोएम बोल सकती हूँ?
हाँ, बोलिए।
आज का सेशन बहुत लंबा चलेगा मैम।
इसको मना करे। बोलिए, और कौन? और एक जन को अलाउ करेंगे, जल्दी जल्दी बोलिए। हाँ हाँ,
मन करता है सूरज बनकर मन करता है कोयल बनकर तू सो मचाओ, मन करता है पापा बनकर मैं भी अपनी मूछ बढ़ाऊं, मन करता है तितली बोलकर दूर दूर उड़ता जाऊं, मन करता है चरखी लेकर पीली लाल पतंग उड़ाऊं। धन्यवाद।
बहुत सुंदर। मन करता है आपको गोदी में लेकर खिलाऊं। बहुत अच्छा। ठीक है, तो आज हम लोग अभी खत्म करें। हाँ बच्चों,
यस मैम।
ओके, सो नाइस, सो नाइस। सबने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया। सबको थैंक्स, सभी टीचर्स को, प्रिंसिपल्स को, सभी बच्चों को, पेरेंट्स को, गार्जियंस को थैंक्स देना चाहती हूँ कि आपने साथ।
गाने को क्या?
एक मिनट रुक जाइए बेटा। सबको थैंक्स देके ये 15 डे लॉन्ग जो प्रोग्राम था जन भागीदारी एक्टिविटीज, यही खत्म करना चाहती हूँ। खाली एक सॉन्ग बच्चे गाना चाह रही है, उसका गाना के बाद हम लोग कंप्लीट करेंगे। ओके, एक गाना। हाँ,
बिहुबाशी खोल डाल खोल लागलो जे दल तले जले तले लागलो जे दल दार खोल रे गृहबाशी रंगा हाशी राशि राशि अशोके आशी रंगा মেঘে মেশা প্রভাত আকাশি নবীন পাতাই লাগে রানা হিল্লোর দ্বার খোল রে গৃহবাসী বেনু বন মরে মরে দক্ষিণ বাতাসে প্রজাপতি দুলে ঘাসে ঘাসে